Hello students, today we are going to discuss about maxima and minima. Okay, this is from exercise 6.5. So let us know what is maxima and minima. So for that, let us consider a graph. Now let us draw a curve on the graph. Okay, so suppose we have a curve on this graph. So this is x and this is f of x. Now on this graph, at which point the function will be maximum? So as you can see, say suppose there is a point C. Okay, so at this point this graph will attain its maximum value, right? So suppose let us join this. So this is at point C and this is f of C, right? So at point C here, okay, and this is f of C. So this is called maxima, means the point at which the function attains its maximum value. Okay, that is called maxima. And where will this function attain its minimum value? Here, right? So let us consider this point as say D. Okay, that means, okay, let us join this. So at this point the function will attain its minimum value. So this will be f of D. So this is called minima. Okay, now let us consider an interval. Okay, for example, let us consider this interval from here to here, within this interval. So can you tell me where will be the maximum value? It will be here, right? At this point the function will attain its maximum value. So this is called maxima, and at this point the function will attain its minimum value, right? So it is called minima. Now what is the difference between these two? See, this maxima and this minima is for overall interval. Okay, from this whole interval, here we have two maxima and minima, right? Maxima, maxima, minima, minima. So this maxima is for overall interval. It means from here till here. So the highest value is this one, right? If you consider this maxima and this is greater than this, right? So this is called absolute maxima. Okay, because this maxima is greater than the other maxima, and this maxima is called local maxima. Okay, because in this interval this is greater, right? This is maxima. We are not considering about this interval, just only this interval if we consider. So at this interval this f of C is called local maxima, and at this interval this is called local minima. Okay, and what will be this then? This of for overall interval, right? So this will be absolute minima. So that is the difference between absolute maxima and local maxima. Okay, absolute maxima is for overall and local maxima is for a particular interval. Okay, so that is the difference. Now let us go in the definition. So at this point that f of C will be the value of maxima. Okay, for the maxima, and for minima this f of D will be the value of minima at this point. So let us write the definition for maxima and minima. So let f be a real valued function. Okay, and you can take C an interior point, you can take D also. I have taken for both maxima and minima. So first let us write for maxima. So let f be a real valued function and C be an interior point. C be an interior point. So therefore this f of c is called the local maximum value of f, okay, of this function. This f of c will be the local maximum value. Next, for minima, you can consider the same function. Let f be a real valued function and c be an interior point. Then this f of c will be the local minimum value of, okay, one more thing. See, this f of c, okay, for the overall maxima, f of c will be, the values of f of c will be greater than all these functions, right? That means greater than f of x, okay, for absolute maxima. F of c is greater than or equal to f of x. And then this one, for minima, I've taken here d, so just read d. It will be less than or equal to the overall value of the function, okay. This thing you have to keep in mind, because this maximum value is for overall interval, okay. This one is the greatest, right? So this f of c is greater or equal to overall function, no? F of x. And then for minima also, it is the smallest value, right, from the overall function. So you can write f of d is less or equal to f of x. So here f of c is called the local maximum value of f. Similarly, this f of d is called the local minimum value of f, okay. Now, how to find this local maxima and local minima? So there is a method to find this, okay. So let us write the method. And okay, I'll just write this f of d, okay. F of d is called the local minimum value of f. Now how to find maxima, local maxima and local minima, okay, how to find the points. So method for finding the points of local maxima or local minima. So the first one is known as, first method is known as first derivative test. So what is first derivative test? So let us talk about first derivative test, okay. So what does it say? If f dash x changes sign from positive to negative, then f of c is a point of local maxima. That means here, see, this curve, it is increasing, right? Increasing means it should be negative to positive, right? Increasing. But if the curve is decreasing, okay, for example here it is decreasing, that means the sign is changing from positive to negative, okay. So if f dash x means the derivative, right? So if you find that the sign of the derivative, it changes from positive to negative, then this f of c is a point of local maxima, okay. Similarly, if you find f dash x, if the sign changes from negative to positive, okay, opposite to this, then f of c is a point of local minima, okay. Then the third point is, if f dash x does not change sign, that means it is neither getting a maximum value nor a minimum value, then this point is called point of inflection, okay. So this is about first derivative test. Now coming to second derivative test. There are two tests to find maxima and minima, okay. So in second derivative test, let f be a function defined on an interval I and c is a point which belongs to I. let f be twice differentiable. Let's say twice differentiable means first you have to differentiate f of x, that is f dash x, right? Twice differentiable means we have to differentiate this f dash x again, okay, 2 times. That's why it is called twice differentiable. Then x equal to c is a point of local maxima if f dash c is equal to 0 and f double dash c, okay, this double dash is for second differentiation, okay, 2 times differentiation, is less than 0. So if you get f dash c is equal to 0 and f double dash c is less than 0, then the value of fc is local maximum value of f, okay. Then the second point is x equal to c is a point of local minima if f dash c is equal to 0. So here in second condition f dash c is equal to 0 and f double dash c is greater than 0. So if you get this condition, then the value of fc is local minimum value of f, okay, you will get minimum value of f. Then the third step, the test fails if f dash c is equal to 0 and f double dash c is equal to 0. So if you get both f dash c and f double dash c as 0, then this second derivative test fails. So if this test fails, then we go back to first derivative test, okay, and then we find c, okay, that means the point of maxima or minima or point of inflection. So this is all about maxima and minima. So when we will do the questions, you will understand it better, okay.